Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some books that have caused me emotional damage for you. Alright, so today we were talking all about those books that have caused some severe emotional damage in their wake. These books are just ones that have either made me cry or have made me want to throw them across the room or, you know, just all around have caused emotional stress. So let's dive into today's video. Alright, so the first one, this one should be no shocker. I've talked about this before, but it's Wild Blue Wonder. This one really did make me cry. It's been a couple years since I read it, but this one is just a real tearjerker. It's just so heavy, but also I feel like it deals with grief and grieving in a really positive light. And it just really gives you space to process the grieving that is going on in this book. This is one of the biggest culprits of a book that has caused me severe emotional damage. Next up would be Wolf Song. This one should be no shock to anybody that's read this book. This book goes from being kind of fluffy and cute and just has really good vibes, and then it just flips a switch and then it's all angst and hurt and just the emotional damage that this book did. Not gonna lie, it was just, whew. This one will break your heart. I don't care if you've read it once, read it a million times, every time you read it, it will break your heart all over again. Ox and Joe and the whole Bennett family and just Green Creek in general is, whew. Actually, you know, TJ Klune's writing in general, it fluctuates between super fluffy and really cute to heart-rending, heartbreaking, tear your heart into pieces and have you sobbing on the floor kind of writing, which is no surprise that one of his other books is on this list, and that's House in the Cerulean Sea. This one shouldn't be a shock to anybody either. If you read this, the kids in this book just got me so, they just got like a little stranglehold on my heart and just would not let go. There was one particular scene in this that I was doing completely fine up until this one scene with Linus putting the kids to bed, and then I started crying and this book just broke me. I do have a video books to read after this if you guys like to watch it. I'll link it up in the corner. So the next book that I have is Heated Rivalry. This book, oh my god, this book is just angst from page one. It's kind of an enemies to lovers, secret lovers. It's a hockey romance. I was not ready for this book at all when I read it. Just the amount of emotional damage that this book did for me, for this series. These two characters, Shane and Ilya, being in love but also hating each other. So they started out hating each other, they hooked up, and then they keep hooking up. And it goes on for something like 10 years, and you follow them as they go from true enemies to like not hating each other exactly to kind of being friends to falling in love with each other and everything in between. It was just a masterpiece of emotional damage, and I'm not ready for their book 2 yet. All right, and then the last book that is on today's list is Firebreak. So this book is what capitalist nightmares are made out of. It's brutal and intense and just one hit after the other, but I think it really got to me the last 25% of this book. I had to stop for a while when I was reading this because it just got a little too real and a little too intense. Then that last 25% when I actually pushed through, the amount of emotional damage that 25% of this book did, I'm not okay still. I just finished this book when I'm filming this, and good God, I was not prepared for the ending. I understand why the book ended the way it did, and it left a really satisfying ending, but oh my God, it just about broke me. Like I said, this is like capitalistic nightmares on steroids, and it's horrific and brutal and just so good, and one that I would highly recommend reading because, oh my God, so good. All right, and those are some of the books that have caused me emotional damage over the years. What's a book that has caused you emotional stress? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.